at the beginning. I'm going to give this a little bit of time um, for at the beginning for me to set something up. I'm trying to share this elsewhere. I like what I have in store for today, in today's video. Just going to create this page over here with wow, it smells so good what's on the stove. Yummy, yummy. They want to throw me out. Yeah, I got an eviction notice today. I think I'm going to change the name of my video to edit. I'm going to edit my video. Well, you know what? They're making it really hard on me. I have to press it 10 times. I want to go here and I want to write eviction. For those of you who have seen me here for the last 11 years, doing my duty in front of the camera, mostly uploaded and not live. A, I did not have the courage to do it, and B, I did not merit to do it. I did not know then what I know now, and then all I knew is that there were connections. But I did not know how they would connect and what they can do. And now that I see the artwork from these connections, I can tell you right now, I do not know anything other than the story it creates. And the story is beautiful. The artwork that comes from the story and the words that fulfill the artwork and the numbers that are expressed in this world come alive through where they appear in the words and in their letters and in the reverse letters of the alphabet, when the alphabet gets cut up. The eviction notice. I don't know if I have to put this all here, but here's an eviction notice. And my lease is right here. I want to show you the number to my lease. It's right there. And the eviction notice, the number on the eviction notice is right there and right there. Getting evicted. Getting evicted because money. I had to do this on purpose. I had to do this tonight because of money. This was for the rent money. They come for the rent money, but he forgot it. Forgot the rent. It was more important that he signed the papers for the eviction. They want to evict me because they want more money. They had told me previous when they first bought the building was sold 4 times. The building has been sold 4 times, and they're renovating. They want to put up the rent. They didn't make me an offer, but you know what they want to do to my palace? They want to turn it into storage spaces for the, oh, by the way, did I tell you? This building is separated into 2 with a wall. And the only way into the other building is to go out of this door and into that door. So this building has 2 per floor. There are 3 floors. There is one building with 2 entries to 2 different parts of 6 and 6 apartments. The only way to get to the 7th gate is to go out of one door from 1300 over to the right into 1310. So I have 130 and I have 136. Well, 1306 or 1366. There's a whole scenario going on, because if you have to take numbers in realistic fashion with passion, then that's the story they're going to tell. So yeah. So we matched up some numbers, and so we're going to put that aside. I just want to make sure that Mr. Tack Pans is real, and I just want to show you that Mr. Tackpans has a birth certificate now, because they want to throw him out of the building right here. So I'm going to put Mr. Tackpan's birth certificate and the eviction. This is not the eviction, but this is who wants to throw me out. Okay, these are the owners. Okay, this was just a visit. I know it's not Pierre Papadou, but I'll tell you who it is. This time we're going to call on his real name because we have to get it right. Saint Antoine de Padoue. P-A-S-D-O-U. He's going to do it. He's going to do it. Okay, so we're going to put that aside. Put this aside. Put this aside. Oh my God, I got my jacket on. It's so hot in here. I feel rushed. You know what? Just so I don't forget, I'm happy Bugs Bunny is not here. I really, really am. I really, really am. Carrots, they're for chewing on and concentrating. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to get a little carrot juice in the fridge. I need a little sunshine. Get some carrot juice and yellow paint. I'm not sure where I'm going to begin. I'm not sure where I'm going to begin. There's a ton of things on my mind right now. So I want to make sure I get out my 2 books. I want to do this right because I know it's good. For me, it's good. You know what I'm saying? For me, it's good. You know, I'm a Jew. You know, my father says, do everything right in life. Do everything right. I'm a Jew. That's okay. That's okay. We're pig farmers, you know? Pretty weird, eh? Oh, you know, a Jew is a wedge. It's a wedge. And there's a reason for those letters. Okay? And I'm going to write it down and explain how it comes to that creation and A, B, C, D. Okay, where do I want to start? Where do I want to start? Where's that paper? Give me a minute. I'll be with you soon. I'm not ready. You showed up a little too early. Okay, I want to write this down. Hold on a second. Okay, first a few things I want to get off the top of my head. You have one choice. You have one choice. You have to make one choice. That means you got 2 choices, but you can only take and have one choice. Only one choice will be taken and one choice will be left behind. Yo, 7 come 11, born on Earth, Mars creation. Remember, creation of the egg stands at 11. This is what they call the strike. This is the strike of that. In order for an X to stand on its own in creation, standardization, it needs 3 legs. One of the reasons I believe that this is a point at the top and a round at the end is more than just popping out of a chicken's butt and having a better arrow. This is because I forget, but hold on a second, let me think a little bit. Yes, this is because of the triangle or the tripod. When you have a tripod, the 3 bottom feet and the point will have one core towards the center of that tripod. That is 3 in 1. That is man's creation. and apparently something to do with the moon. Now I'm off base here. You probably won't understand where I'm going with this, but that's okay. It always has to do one between two, one between two, one between two, one between two. And then after that, something happens, and I call this sort of like the grandfather, great grandfather, grandchild effect. That usually when the father as a child, right? Somehow he didn't do that alone. So now he got more involvement in here. But I'm going to go down for the grandfather effect. When the child is born from the parents who had parents, their parents of the child that was born will become the grandparents. So the grandparents A to the parents B to the child C creation. Anything that is great was before the grandfather. And that is the fourth area. And that fourth area is never really counted on a level of its own because it becomes great grandfather. You see, grandfather or grand of father is the root of great grandfather. So that's when the great grandfather goes away and you have now the child is going to now take the new cycle with the grandfather, the father of the child that was just born. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's all A, B, C, D, but it's A and B. And what happens with A and B? The reflection of A and B, okay? The reflection of A and B, and what is not reflected from A and B is how and why the seventh gate exists. It's in numbers. It's right in front of our eyes right now. And if I don't forget in the next 2 minutes, I'll let you know. And here it goes. On a dice cube, you have 1, reverse 6. You have 2, reverse 5. A, B. Okay, A and B. 1 times 2. 1 times 2 equals to 2. 1 plus 2 equals, hold on a second. Where are we? 1 times 2 equals to 2. 1 plus 2 equals to, okay, 1 plus 2 equals to 3. I'm trying to figure out where I am over here. I have to do 1 plus 2, okay. And 1 times 2 equals to 2, and 3 equals to 5. The letter E. The final number in this is the letter E. So in the final letter, it will now create the 3 letters that will create are these letters over here in basic. First, second, and last. In between, missing 3 and 4. DC. But since now, what we equated in the star system through A and B into the E world, from the 12 and the Bat's Mitzvah, in the Abbat, into the second world of 20, 10, 10, there is no creation in the single numbers. They're just in simple rotation and standard rotation. So we have DC over here. And don't forget about the 512 part of something to do with memory, and the 5 times 5 times 5 equals to 125, which also is 364, okay, plus 1.25 days to give the cycle 365.25 days per year, because of the 4th year when they include the leap year. So now what happens is we're going to get the letter E. When you add up 1, where you began, to 5, which is the total, U equal to 15. Okay. U equal to 15. The 15th letter is the letter O. Okay, these are just the reverse. Now what happens is 3 and 4 are left over. So what happens to 3 and 4? Well, here's where the gateway, since I mentioned the gateway, 7 times 7 times 7 equals to 343. But in letters, it's C, D, C. Because what is to the left of me is reflected to the right of me. 7 and 7, 14 to the left, 7 and 7, 14 to the right. Should we divide it in half, it becomes 105, 105, or a total of 210. And that's going to be talking about the cubic moon. It can also relate to 336, to 12 moons. What happens in 105, it becomes 165, and 165 equals to a total of 330. All zeros equal to 6. Add 6 to this equation, it becomes 336 and the 12th moon. So when the 12th moon comes about, what is actually happening, okay, is that you went ABC, which is your standard, okay? So when you went 1, 2, 3, and then you went 4 through 9, okay, because your standard is you begin at A and you end over here. That's your standard, okay? That's your standard. Your ABC, your standard, hold on. And then when you re-begin over here at 10. This is your basic. This is your first dimension of 4 dimensions of 3, I think, consequences. I'm not really sure which way to say that. But anyways, so when you go from, let me see where I am right now. Yes. What happens is standard ABC gets replaced with 1th, 2th, and 3th. 1th, 2th, and 3th. You see what happens? There's a new type of 1 that comes to town in this scenario. Because this is when you hit the 10. Since the standard ABC goes away, we have 1th, 2th, and 3th. This one will equal to 29. This one will equal to 30, and this one will equal to 31. There are 4 times 7 equals to 28 days to the cycle moon, or 3 times 7 equals to 21, and 1 times 7 equaling to 0.7. This is the way I do the work. Chop it up. Before, today, and after. That's it. And 1 day in between the 2 cycles, holding both sides, the reflection. Or the alter world, I don't know, it happened now, the cat came in, something to do with, maybe something to do with, you know, just like your TV, there's a glitch, you know, you don't believe it, you don't have to. I'm showing it to you right here. And here's that great-grandfather, grandfather, father, son, and grandson. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So the grandson is the son's son. The grandson to the son's father, but not to the son's grandfather. The son had a grandfather. The father had a grandfather. The father has a grandfather. The father has a child, and this child has a great, and this grandfather now has a great-grandchild. I'm hoping that I can explain it, but let me continue to the 7th gate. Okay, so now there's the 1 month of February, which is 29 days. The basic cycle is the 28-day moon. You have 4 months. Okay, times 4, you have 4 months of 30 days, and you have times 7 months of 31 days. This is one part of 1 year cycle. There are 3 and then 1 cycle to the leap year. That's how these numbers calculate. Now you had a section. Let's see what happens. Let's see what happens in this. I want to just back up. We went 1 all the way to 9, and then we went, and this is the ST cycle, and this is the ST cycle, okay, because this is first and last, depending which way you're going. first and last. This will be the center, regardless of which way you're going. And regardless, this is a beginning as well as it is an end. It's STC. And in BASIC, if I was going to go, I can go to maybe that. Almost looks like trust or steward or something. Angel, creation, angel. So what happens when ABC is replaced? Where am I with these numbers? Where are these numbers? So when ABC, is it on the last page? Okay, so I'm just going to explain it from here. I'm going to try and go through it a little bit easier. When ABC, oh yeah, it's over here, okay, gets exchanged, you're going to go on, you basically move to the next row, D, E, F. So therefore, in communication, okay, the ABC no longer can take part in the A position, because first of all, the A position will not be in a corner. The A position is a one position. It will be in the center. It is a divider in all directions. So keeping the A this way, if it's a divider in all directions by just creating two, I automatically have A and B create CD. So we're going to go D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L. So our creation goes from A, B, C all the way to I. Now it goes from D all the way to L. The D is the fourth letter. The L is the 12th letter. So you brought A, B in L from the beginning until the end, but in the L letter. But now it's in a TH, it's 12th. At 13th, there is a difference. Okay, but first let me go on to back to what happens with 7 times 7 times 7. So 7 times 7 times 7 is CDC. 7 plus 7 plus 7 equals to 21. When you add them all together, it equals to 364, or 13 times 28 days. So what we did is we omega'd. We omega'd. Where I usually believe that we go 1 through 12, okay, now I'm questioning myself. 1 plus 12 equals to 13. So I question myself a little bit deeper. I'm questioning myself. What's going on over here? What's going on over here? There's something going on. Yes, somehow I had to repeat 1. I would have thought it would have been 21, but it's not. I have to repeat this, and the only way this equation gets repeated, okay, because of this, is at 31. I will try and see if I can explain it. Now, 13, okay, is man. It's also the divider between M and N in the gematria scale. Do I have the gematria scale here somewhere? This is basically the gematria scale right here, 808. What happens is you go, oh boy, which way do I put it? You go A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, and now you go over here, N. Now what happens is we're going to take this, okay, and we are going to, what was I going to do with this? Yes, where this comes together over here, okay, it also comes together. Hold on a second. I think I got this. Okay, hold on a second, because it's really weird. This might be not the right paper. Hold on a second. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, so this is 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And now all the ones meet. So there's something happening over here, and then there's something happening in between these numbers here. I don't know what the whole designs are going to be. I haven't gone through it yet. I can create them. I can look at them. I say there's there's something going on in here. There's mathematically something going on in here. So, and it can't be denied. And not only does this become 1, 1, 1, 1, but I will tell you another story, that it can also be 7, 7, 7, 7. So if it was 7, 7, 7, 7, I know I'm a little bit all over the place now. I know, I hear it. These pens, wow, they don't go in. I need to draw. So, what happens is, here's one, here's another one. These two meet. These two can continue. Could be done that way as an interchange. Or at the same time, since they're all 7s, we have this one, and this one. We need this one over here to pass into the next dimension, over here, into these numbers here. According to what I understand, this might be, if this was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. See, this is where M and N had to be, the 13th and the 14th numbers. 7 had to be over here. This is 7, 6, 5, 4. These are all number 1s. And the letters that go there are M and N. So M, N, N, N. So you have M and N together, 26. You got N and N together, 28. You got M and N together, 27. So you have 7, 8, 9 meeting at the crossroads. 7, 8, 9 meeting at the crossroads. So depending on how you're going to cross those roads, and I don't have my design with me, and I don't know where it is. I lost it somewhere. Lost my design. So anyways, let me go on. So what happens, this becomes the 364 final cycle, and the 13th number is actually going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So 13 is going to be just like 1. They're going to be the same. They're going to be the same because either you start from here or you start from here. You started from one of them. So if A is played from the center, this is actually number 4. And this is number 1. So all of life is right here. If you would add up, okay, if you would add up 1 plus 2 plus 1 plus 1 equals to 2, plus 1 equals to 3, plus 1 plus 1, okay, screw that. I don't want to do that. I'm going to do it the way I always do it. 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 equals to 10. So when you add up all this here, all you have is 10. When you multiply it, you have 24, and then you have 34 total. You have DC. So how can that make any sense? We have to chop this up, understanding what's going on here. Did anybody understand what this thing with the 7s were? When I started this whole story, I was bringing you to the 7th gate. Here was your 1 times 2, 1 plus 2 equals 3 and 2, 5. So now what we have here is we have 1 through 5. When we add 1 through 5 together, it brings 15. 1 and 5 is 6. So now in this scenario with 1 and 2, we went 1 through 6. But when we go A, B, C, D, it brings us down to 10, which brings us over to 1. 1 plus 0 is 1. When I go over here, is this the star system? I didn't do the star system on this yet. Wow, I am off. I thought I started good, and now I just lost myself. I'm starting to see so many things here. Stop, recalibrate. I was explaining why everything was DC to start. I don't know if I finished. Wow. Anyways, let me continue with. Oh my God! No way! It was the egg that fell down. Wow! It was the egg that fell. I knew I heard the egg fall. Oh my God! It's broken. It's broken. Okay. Let's go back to this. Well, let's go back to this. Okay. Let me start over. Sorry about that. I got to do this again. The basic part of creation, abat. Or if you want, I can go put abat. Well, how about just saying labat? Because the end result of creation of the alpha omega is the 12th letter L. The beginnings is abba. The total creation, okay, consists of 20 positions in the alphabet all the way up to the letter T. Okay? T, okay, and 12 is almost the same thing. LT is almost the same thing. The 12th letter and the 20th letter. The reason for this is when ABC retires, we go all the way to the 12th letter because it becomes ABC. After 9 will be ABC. So we will begin at 4 and we will end with ABC. And that's why when you go bowling, when you get an at-bat, you get a strike, and you have 3 times you can go in the 10th frame. Because the 10th frame, like the first frame, because the first frame counts with the first frame, the second frame, and the third frame, giving 30 to the first frame. So they do the same thing with the end frame, giving 30 to the 10th frame, creation. Each one of them consisting only of 10, but 30 in all, never 40. Only with the, when only in, okay, forget about that. Okay, so where does T come in? I have to think about it. So T, okay, is what happens is numbers go from 1 to 20, TH, okay? When you get to U as the 21st letter, okay, this is a complete cycle. 21 is a full cycle. So you can start at 1 and end at 21. It is a first and it is a first, it is a last, as well as last, it is first. Just give me a second. Let me see if I can do this. Make me a word with these letters, F-I-R-L-A. Make me a word with these letters, F-I-R-L-A. Well, it says girl. Furla. Unscramble 37 words in Furla. Flare. Fail. Fair. 3-letter words. Garlic. Air. Alf. Arf. Far. Fee. Fur. Fra. I don't know. Okay. Anyways, let's not fool around anymore. So you know where we are with this. The reason we got to 20 because it is the end, okay, before the new beginning. It is the end before the new beginning, and you do the count back starting at 21. It's hard to see. The new beginning is 21. It's just like, just hold on a second. I have to see. Usually I can't answer the phone calls. Hold on. I have to answer this. What's up? Yeah. Oh, the video. Which video? Oh, okay. Yes, with the owner. Yeah. So now I. Yeah. Okay. Well, yeah, I mean, it's fine. First, you go there and you go to bed, and then go to the bed. Well, you want to, me check to see what the price is. I have 3,000 to spend. Oh, no. Anyways, whatever it is, I really want to, I really want to. We want to. And put it this way, I like it here. It's close to the farm. It's close to everything. It's cheap. So it's listen. It's it's gonna be whatever it is. I'm not gonna think about it. I'm gonna do what I have to do, and whatever the result is, that's gonna be the result. So I'm not looking at it anything, but I don't want to look at it any other way. I only want to look at it is I'm going to the courts, and whatever the result is, the result is. So it's okay. He has no choice by law. Right. Okay. Oh, that's up to him. That's up to him. If he comes, I mean, I'm going to give him the paper tomorrow, and I'm going to go to the regie and let him make me an offer when the lawyer shows up. I'm going to speak to the lawyer and I mean, no, I can speak to him. I was thinking of that also to make him a deal, but he came to me a few months ago, and he wanted to throw me out to redo my apartment. He didn't even make me an offer to put up the rent. He didn't make me an offer. He just came here with a paper to kick me out. He didn't make me an offer. Maybe he was waiting for me to make him an offer. So, and I'm thinking about it, but first I want to go see a lawyer and see what my chances are first. So, yeah. So listen, I'm gonna have to call you back. Oh, okay. Sorry, don't. Yeah, I agree because you're the second person who told me that. Absolutely, absolutely, but you cannot quit. Remember that. You cannot quit. Oh, yeah. Everything is going to change in the next couple of years. Well, very, very soon, the next couple of years. Yeah, well, I thought about all those things. I thought about all those things. I have no choice. I have to think about those things because there's a chance that it happens. And I listen. I'm ready to pay the guy. And then if he wants, he can get an extra $140. If he builds me the laundry room, okay, $100. Build me my laundry. Okay. And work with it. Listen, he's making up a story. He's never going to do anything to do it. He's going to think that I'm mean. And if he does do something here, it's he's going to give up this beautiful apartment size for 11. He's not doing it. Listen, there's 12 laws not. Why is he not doing it? He's doing it for all 12 laws not. He's making laundries for 12 people. think there's really, Andy wants to make an apartment. Well, it's already, listen up, what? Yeah, that's what I'm doing. I'm going to confess. I'm going to go to the Reggie. I'm going to go to the Reggie and ask him if I should get a lawyer first or put my grievance in right away. That's what I'm going to do tomorrow. I'm not just not decision. The only right decision I have to make sure that I don't hire the wrong lawyer. You know, they have to call me 808 and see if they'll pay for me first. They'll pay for me, but I'll make the best lawyer. In fact, if he's here not to get money, he's not allowed to be here. He says, give me $2,000. But I'm not allowed. He's not allowed to ask me that. But I would pay people that. It would bother me. Right, so anyways, I'm not, okay, I'm just going to, just let me take, go to the registry. I'm just trying, what? Yeah. Yeah, I know. I just have to, okay, just have to, sometimes when I'm not talking, it's because I'm in my room and my video thing is going. I can't shut it off. What are you doing tomorrow? Just look that way because I'm not going in. Okay. Oh, right, right. And Cass, any news? Oh, you're pushing her away now. Yeah, you are. Yeah. Okay. So you shouldn't say a word. Don't say a word. Okay, but you shouldn't say a word. Just if you want to get back to her, you want to get back to her. Otherwise, if you don't, then evening, I gotta go eat and do a video. So did you see her this week or no? Okay, so just next thing I would say there is just to tell her, hey, let's go to Chinatown this weekend. That's all. I gotta go do my video. Chinatown, bye. Give me a minute. I'll be there in a minute. Okay. I'm back. Give me one more minute. Okay, yes. Okay. Sorry about that. I think I lost all my crowd, but what can I do? Wow. 10 minutes. Okay. So where we were last at, okay, I think there was a lag like 10 minutes in between videos. Okay. So we were talking when it ends at 12, when it ends at 9, 1 to 9, then 4 to 12, and then we have to go to 13, and then we go to 20. And lo and behold, so do the Mayans. Same thing. And the calculation is a division of, I don't remember, what is it, 3? 8547. Hold on a second. No, I don't have it on here. So remember, in order to reverse, to go backwards from 1, almost like 1 is not in this world, okay? In order to go backwards from 1, the end of what you have finished, let's say it ends at 9, so you got to go to 10 for 10 to look like 1, but instead of going forward to 2, 3, 4, you're going backwards. So 10 going to 9 is like 1 going to 2. That 19 number is created by 1 times 3, 1 plus 3, or number 13 or 31. 13, 31, 13, 13, 31, 13, 31, 13, 31, 57, 75, or 33 or 55. It depends. Multiplication and addition. Multiplication cuts everything in half. Okay, just wanted to see something. So let me put this in here. Okay. So she took me off course. So we were talking about why. So now the thing is, since now we're going to look at something else. Since we have 10 that brought us backwards to 1, which is a full formation where first is last, now we have to begin again. So now we're going to start at 11, and we're going to go 11 to 20. And like 1 dot 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 9 equals to 45 plus 10 equals to 55. Okay, we will go 10, 9, 8. The same way we'll go 1, 2, 3. And if you add them all up, it becomes 11, 11, 11. That is your basic creation. This is your mirror creation. 11, 121, 1331, 14, 6, 41. I think it's like this. 5, 6, 5. The mirror of creation of 121 is this over here. 1 times 2, 1 plus 2, 3 and 2, 5. 2 times 3, 6. 1 plus 2, 1 plus 2, 1 times 2 is 2 and 3, 5. 2 times 3, 6. 5, 6, 5. Each one in this mathematical creation, it'll be 5 times 6, 30. 5 plus 6, 11 equals to 41. You do it twice, you have 41 and 41, or 55, and freedom. So this is your ABCD reverse. This one will equal to 10. This one over here will equal to 34. 1 and 3 again come together. 34 in the creation gateway between 1 and 7, the seventh gate. The gematria figures that one out. And to create number 7, or to create the 9 and 8 is 17. 1 plus 7 equals to 8. 9 and 8 is 17. 1 and 7 equals to 8. What I'm trying to figure out, there was something in here I wanted to say. 17. 17. Yes, 17 will create the numeric value for the connection between 7 and 8. 9 and 8, 17. 1 times 7, 1 plus 7 equals to 7 and 8. I could have done both of these. It would give me 72 or 27 and 17. 27 and 17. This is the first gateway of creation. Here we stand. So in blackjack, we stand as a rule on 17, which is showing me the basic first, second, third. And then once we reach the cube on the seventh gate, right, where there are 21 dots, we have blackjack, BJ, which is the 2 and the 10 ball in pool. And they're both blue. 2 and 1, alpha beta came together, as 2 is now the blue ball and is connected to the 10-1 being number 21. 2, 1. This is the connecting of the moon right here. Anytime you have 21 with a 0 or 21 with a 6, 216 or 210 is going to be the moon. It is the diameter moon. Standing is ST for first, ND for second, RD, in which the angels have come into the DNA and they took the ride in life. 3, 9, 4. In DC, the polarity is the 9 birth. Through Venus, 1 times 8, 1 plus 8. I might want to, let me get this out of the way for a second right here. So we went over a whole many scenarios. So I'm going to get back to the AB scenario. And so the AB scenario, I'm just trying to figure out, no, I want to finish off with this. So what happens when you begin, if you win the Olympics, let's say you come in first place, you come in last place. But it's not first and last over here. When you get to 21 in the French language, you will say 21st. And then after 21, you will say 31st. So now 21 will be in between 31, but it is not the halfway point. Because if you have 21, it's 21 dots to a cube and 33 void to the 21 dot, totaling to 54, or 9 times 6 in rotation. What does 9 and 6 do? 9 and 6. Here's a 9. You see the way it goes this way? 9. And here's a 6. You see the way it goes that way? And then I reverted it and turned it backwards. 9, 6, 6, 9. When you do this, the two gateways of 66 come together. Now, I do not know why this design is this way. Usually, if I'm going to create 9 and 6, I'm going to create 9 and 6 either this way
or this way. And how would I create my 9 and 6? This would be 6, so I would do that. And this would be 9, and I would do that. This is the position of those two numbers. And the arm going to the left and the arm in the 6 going to the right will create the image before us. Now, this is only one part image, right? I have to just keep creating them to see results of what the artwork is going to tell us, right? What will the artwork tell us? Tell us as a phone call. Starting to look like a doorway to enter of some sort. So anyways, inside of your 9-6 creation, which comes by 3 by 3, 3 by 3, okay, is below it. If I would cut out the top of it, it would be a 7. Then if I would flip it upside down to 6, it would be another 7. And then if you flip it over here, not only that, this will create your F. I stopped over here. We have created 9, then I created 6, then I created 6 backwards, and then I created 9 backwards. So after 3 of them are done, the first 7, the second 7, the third 7, what happens over here? I will have to see the design. Not only that, what is this? See that X over here? 2 X's on an angle come together to create some kind of A letter, a giant A letter that is dividing 99, that is dividing Jupiter 13. Jupiter's value is 99. It represents the angels of Venus. 13 has a numeric value of 99, time heaven, because time heaven rules in creation, IR in creation. 36, the 360 degrees 4 times for 1440. 360 times 10 times 10, right? It's ABC 6 and it's ABCD 10. So it's broken up. It's 40 and 60. That's the way we have to break this up. 1 and 6 are polarities. So what do I mean by break it up? I mean that 6 parts of this. Okay, so if I broke this into 10, I would have 36 times 6 equals to 216, and I reached the moon. And then I would have 36 times 4 equals to 1440, and I have the minutes on the clock, and I have the moon and the cube and the 60 seconds on the clock. But it's going to take me 4 times to reach 1440 in a day, and it's going to take me 3 days to run to my vibration. And on the 4th day, I invert everything. I add one more 1440. And in Jewish time, I have Gregorian, in which is the year 2000, or also known as the year 2666. For those who don't understand why, because it's in the creation of D, the altered delta angle that creates the dividing of the 7th gate. See, it says 2 over here. That means there has to be a 1. Always 2 and 1. So this is 13, TH, time heaven, number 28, the cycle of 36. What is the cycle of 36, 28? Well, it's pretty simple. When you add up 1 through 7, which is your gateway to the heavens, G and H, also used in laugh, because G, okay, H is the 8th letter, and F is the 6th letter for the sound. They are the polarities on this using 2 cubes, because in the first cube, once you have A divided by BC, and once you know 1 is divided by 2, automatically you have 6, because it's 1 plus 2 equals to 3 plus 3 equals to 6. And out of all of this, there are 9 area spaces on one side. So if you have 6, there's going to be, anyways, I'm not going to get into those numbers right now. Let's not, because I don't have an answer. So when you add 1 to 7, it equals to 28. But when you go into the heaven and connect the heavens, okay, plus 8, that equals to 36. So when you reach the heavens, IR comes into the factor. 3 times 6, 3 plus 6 equals to 18 equals to 0.9, and that is 27, and that is the R and the I over here, created from Jupiter 1399, where, like I said before, we go from 1 to 9, and then we go from 4 to 12. But in the 9, okay, if we want to go to the I can't go to the total calculation because there's 2 ways to do this, okay? There's 2 ways to do this. I'm going to go to the calculation equaling to 10, and then I'm going to go to the calculation equaling to 16. Did I do this right? Yes, I did. 1 plus 9 is 10. 4 plus 12 is 16. Before I was speaking to 12, and then I'm not going to do the equal. I'm just going to put a point 4 through 12. Four through 12 equals to 72. So in our dimension of life through 12, it equals to 72. Now we're going to add the 13 on here. Okay, 13, it now equals to 85 once you crown it off with 13. It was the queen, and they crowned it off with the king. 4, 1 and 3, 4, 1 and 2, 3. It becomes a polarity here, but here is the new beginning of where this is the end to the beginning of what this was. 1 and 3 is 4. 1 times 3 is 3. This recreates this over here. The heart of this is created over here. Number 5, that is the heart. So what is created in the heart is now outside over here. A and B, C, which has been replaced. Well, this is 1 through 9. This is a little confusing. Does it sound confusing? I don't know if I want to go with 13 over here, right? I don't know if I want to go with 13 or do what I did here and add this up. I don't know which way to go. This makes a lot of sense to me because of the sweet 16. It also gives me the half-life, which ignites 1 and 6. It ignites ABC. And when I say it ignites ABC, is because here's a dice cube, and there's 1 on this side, and there's 6 on this side. They're polarities, okay? When you add up ABC, it equals to 6. You started with A, you ended with C. Those are 3 sides of the total dice. You end up with the 6, and it shows its direct polarity. So over here, I'm thinking, why shouldn't I be going to 13? Okay, over here, shouldn't I be going to 13? And why shouldn't I be going to 13? And what is 13? Well, I'm going to go to something. This one over here are replicas. Why are they replicas? Because the 1 is yellow and the 9 is yellow in the game of pool. This one is the first stripe. Although this one is 7 in the center, 8 away, although there's 7 in the center, 8 away, this is purple. So in this equation, in the transformation, we end up with the king's colors of yellow and purple. And in the creation of yellow and purple, we include red and blue inside of this because the 2 colors create the purple. So now I question myself, do I go to number 13 or do I not go to number 13? It's a question. Do I add the king? Now, if I do add the king on, this equation is going to show me that the 12 is going to get transformed and we'll go 4.5. And then we're going to go, if I did go with the 13, I'm going to go 4. I'm going to say 3. And here I'm going to 4.4. When they do a countdown, 10, 9, 8, and they get to 1, 10 is 1 plus 0 is 1, and they get to 1. So strings are in 1 and 1, 2 and 2. In 2 and 2, it's 11 and 20. In 3 and 3, it's 3 and, in 3 and 3, 3 and, hold on, 1 goes to 10. 11 goes to 20. 21 goes to 30. And another thing I missed, okay, and then 31 goes to 40, and then 41 goes to 50. So in creation, how can here's 5 cycles, but I can't count because this is a center cycle, and this cycle will partake here, and then it'll partake here again, because there's a 10 inside of 30, and there's a 10 inside of 50, 10, 20, 10. It's not quarters. Don't count the quarters, because all the quarters are counting the gateway. When you see a quarter, all you're seeing is Q, 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 Q. Why do you think they call it a quarter? They call it a quarter because 2 times 5, 2 plus 5 equals to 10 equals to 0.7 equals to 17Q. There was something else in here I wanted to mention. We didn't finish with the 36 degrees, okay? This is that cycle. This is the 1-part cycle, okay? And this cycle to get to 2000 will happen every 7 days. Every 7 days, we will get 5760 and 4320. I do not know what this is going to mean, okay, but I'm going to write it. 0, 8, 0, 10. We get 10,080. 0, 8, 7 and 3 is 10. Put it 0, carry to 1 is 10. 10,080. I don't know what it means. 166.86. So I'm not really sure what it means. Oh, but I got to do it 3 times. So that's going to be 3, 0, 240. We get our vibration. So what did I just do here? I took 3 days, and then I took the 4th day, and then I took another 3 days, creating 1 week, equaling to that. But in order to have the standard cycle, which is times 3, I need to equal that. So this will be 36, 24, and then I'm not going to use this number here, okay? I'm not going to use that standard number. I don't remember why. I don't want to use the 66. 18 by 18 will create this. 30 stands for creation of IR, which is the birth through Venus. 24 creates the dividing house. The dividing house is Mars, and its numbers are either 2 and 5 or 3 and 2. Unlike some numbers and other numbers, 5 will cut everything in half. 2 will double everything up. This is Earth and man's creation. This is electric company, and this is creation of the student. 1743. 1743. 5 and 2 create 17. 1 and 3 create 43. Now, if I continue on, okay, it's going to now invert to 19. Okay, 87 or 78. Where did I get this from? This creates 17, creates 78, and then it'll create 71. 7 times 8, 56. 7 plus 8, 15. 56, 71. But 56 and 15 also equal 62. 6 and 2, 8. 7 and 1, 8. Counted to the single digit. 7 times 8, 56. 7 plus 8, 15. 5 and 6, 11. 5 and 1, 6. So if this one's 11, this area will be creation right over here. 5 and 6. What is 5 and 6? 5 and 6 is the invert of 1, 2. So also I want to say that because of the first cube, okay, that we had, when we got, where did we get 21? Yes, where are we with 21? So U, okay, Q is the 17th letter. U is the 21st letter. This is standard. This is the half-life. I'm just trying to, I want to come back to here. Why is this standard? Why is this standard? This is standard and this is standard because the original creation of ABC is AB equals 3. Now you add 3 to it, it equals to 6, right? I mirrored. But what happens if I would have went AB equals to 3 plus D equals to 7? The spirit of 76, different ways to project those next couple of ways to formate your numbers. Q21, the beginning of creation. Remember, we stand on 17Q. The recreation in reverse, okay, is U. Total is 38. QU go together. They will create 24 and 11. That is the creation of the seventh gate. First, you create the seventh gate, and then from this, you create alpha beta. And from this alpha beta creation, 1 and 2, you create 2 and 3, and between 5. 1 through 5 equals to 15. The fifth letter E, the 15th, the difference of the division in here, and that separation is 2, 3, 4, your vibration. 18 by 18, and by the way, 18 by 18, once you get to the 19th, they'll start to repeat the first 18, according to the artwork and the numbers I work with. In fact, I'm going to lose this. I need to get $1 million. Save my apartment. Save my apartment. It's going to cost about $1.5 million Canadian dollars. I'm quite sure we can pick it up. Maybe we can create Mr. TACFan tokens or something. So yes, now what we do is we go into the center of what is created from alpha beta, and in between that is 2 and 3. What is created from it is 2 and 3. 2 times 3 is 6. 2 plus 3 is the 5 we already have. We have 5, 6, 5. 5, 6, 5. Now, 1. So now what we do is we have the word, the fifth letter, reverse is the V. We go through the letters, and we have the love. In between, it adds up to 9. Love, I. 4 by 3 is 12, 24. Love thy house. It says love. It says velo. 1 through 6 is the letter F. When you when you add 1 through 6, it gives you the 21st letter U. When you have the first letter, we're not going to work on the first letter because the first letter is replaced by another letter. The first one is replaced by another letter. We have F. The reverse of these two, okay, are these two. These are the reverse of each other. Let me take another look and see if I'm saying that correctly. The 21st letter, 1 through 6, 21. U takes over for 1. And 1 doesn't have life until it reaches 2. And inside the letter U is 21U. The reverse is F6, and that's how it's created. UF. And in the word OEUF, look this up. It's a French word, and it says egg. The number to this is number 47. Jesus Christ, creation, time of the cycle. Okay, yeah, I'm going to take a 5-minute break now. 5-minute break. Okay, I'm taking a 5-minute break. I want to recalibrate. There's just so much going on. I wish somebody would tell me they understand me. Just tell me they understand me. I sometimes feel a little weirded out, you know. So I'm going to put it on the ceiling. I'm just going to write down here. I'm going to write 7:45 return. I took a break at, what time did I take a break? Let me check this out. I was 41 minutes ago. 41 minutes ago. 6
41 minutes ago. 41 minutes ago, I was on a break. So if anybody okay. 41 minutes ago, I was on a break. And what time is it? It says 7:35, and it's 1:16 on the video, minus 41 minutes, 19 and 16, a 35-minute mark. So even when we talk about, even when you talk about time, like it's showing we're here for an hour and 17 minutes, right? But it's showing 1 for 60 minutes. Showing 1 for 60 minutes. And then 17. So it's actually 77. Then that is the Christ. Right now, the time of the Christ is here. So oh yeah, I got this. Oh my God, we're gonna put it all together. It's just unscrambling so much more now, but I don't got it alone. This is not something for one person. This is big. It's all ABC, and remember, there's the triangle. When you put two triangles together, that creates your square. As well as understanding that by putting two triangles together, that creates your square. So where you had 6, you created 4. So there's my 6 and 4. Mars is 1.5 times, or 3 to 2, and the payout in blackjack is the same freaking thing. The cards, the dice, the game, the planets, the numbers, the names, the dots, the dashes, the colors, the races. Well, it doesn't matter what it is. It is all in a distinct, perfect order, right down to this. In fact, this computer they built it so easy because of the numbers. So give me 10 minutes. I'm going to take something to eat in the kitchen. I'm looking to raise 1.5 or $1.6 million. Let's buy this place. Let's buy this place. Whoa. I'm going to be there in a minute. Oh my God, I absolutely love it. Oh my God, I would have never known. She's beautiful. Oh my God, I can't believe it. That's crazy. Wow, nice. My son just got his cat trimmed, and it's a black cat. And after they trimmed it, it was a white cat. Well, actually gray. So I'm just on a little break here. Little nosh in the kitchen. Little nosh in the kitchen. Hi. Carrot. Oh my God. Come here, kitty. Okay. I'm back also. I am back also. So where the freak was I? 13, 12, 14, 15. There's so many reasons. There's a reason for everything. There's a reason for something. Something belongs somewhere. Just to brush back with ABC standard, that when we end into the 12th cycle of the moon at 3:36, the 13th moon, this is the 12th moon. I'm trying to right. So what we're doing is we're putting the standardization where 10, 11, and 12. After 28 days, there's 29 days once. There'll be 30 days 4 times. There'll be 31 days. It's 28 plus the 3, because ABC standard, okay, was now added on. And instead of it going to 9, it's now 10, 11, 12. So the standard creation added on 3 more months. They added on 3 more from standard, right? I'm not sure if it's 3 because the 10, right, is like starting from, how can I say it? I didn't really add it to 10. I could, but I didn't. The 10, what it's telling me is I go 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. And 1 plus 0 is 1. So just like what 1 is to begin, it is like 10 to begin. You need 10 to begin plus the rabbi in the front. So you need 11 to have a minion. N, N, I, O. This is pi. This is where you have a mini, and this. This here
It's going to be the 14th and the 15th letter. Wow, I'm jumping all over the place, eh? The 14th and the 15th letter. This is where the polarity of life began. You see, creation comes from 1 through 20. This is primary basic. It's a building pattern, and it builds all the way until you get actually until you build to 60. You have your 70, which is what 60 was put together from, and then you have 80 and 90. 70, 80, 90, 60, then 70, 80, 90. I mean, that's what the cube shows us. 60, 70, 80, 90. So you added on this. So why did I end up with the 13th? Okay, since it was standard. What happens to this one? Where is it? Why is it coming over here? I'm trying to look at something. I'm trying to figure out why the 13th moon. Because the 13th moon is reconnecting. Okay, the 13th moon is reconnecting what everything began. Everything began. Okay, so I'm going to have to show you this paper here. Okay, so where everything began. So you go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Well, we can do it this way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we stopped on 6. We added a gateway. And then with the mirror world, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. But when we went further, we didn't make life creation this way. We went 7, 8, 9, 1, 2, 3. So 1, 2, 3 has now been replaced. Now the question is, hold on a second. The question is, I have to design this to here. That's here to here to here to here is 2. Here to here to here to here is 3. Here to here to here to here is 4. Here to here to here to here is 5. Here to here to here to here is 6. So what happens is 7, 8, 9, 1, 2, 3, 4. So I have to go all the way to here. So where is that 4? Lined up? That's right. It's lined up perfectly with number 1. Right in line. Come in, baby. We're right in line with number 1. A, B, C, D. 1, 2, 3, 4. This is 5 areas. A, B, C, D. 5 areas here. 5 areas here. We got 5 and 5 is 10. 1 plus 0 is 1. A, B, C, D equals to 10. A, B, C, D. So this becomes the new beginning, the beginning and the end. How can I look at that deeper? I must look at this a little bit deeper. A, B, C, D equals to 10. If we go backwards, we have DC equals to 7 as we have AB equal to 3. Creation from 37. As we understand that the passage is BC, 32, 23, equaling to 55. In fact, they're all 5s. 4 and 1, 1 and 4. 14, 41. 2 and 3, 3 and 2, 55. What they create is different. 1 times 4, 1 plus 4. 2 times 3, 2 plus 3. 9, 11 creation. This will create 16. It'll then create 76, which will create at the end 55, creating 35, creating 23, creating 11. 1 times 1, 2. 1 plus 1, 2. 1 times 1, 1. 1 times 2. 2 times 1, 2 plus 1, 2 and 3. So how do we get to this? 5 times 5, 25. 5 plus 5, 10 and 25, 35. 3 times 5, 15. 3 plus 5, 8. 8 and 15, 23. 2 times 3, 6. 2 plus 3, 5. 5 and 6, 11. Backwards, creation. From what number did it start? Number 16. How sweet it is. The spirit of 76. And how is that 16 created in all reality? Besides 8 and 8, 16. I have to look back and think. And I don't want to have 4 times 4, 16. I want it to happen another way. It has to happen through the star system. When 10 and 6 comes together, right? When 10 and 6 comes together, A, B, C, 6, you add the D and 10 has come forth. You now have 16, the half-life created. And all these numbers telling different stories, pending how you read them. Does it make any sense is the question. I'm adding up each equation as it goes on. If every equation had to take up a piece of paper, it doesn't go away. It's part of the fabrication. It's part of the fabrication. You cannot remove the standard fabrication of A, B, C. There are 3 levels, and then the 4th level, possibly that brings it all together as one level. It's like, I don't know. But what am I holding? Tell me what I'm holding. Yes, I know it's a piece of paper, but I'm holding 2 pages in my hands. I'm holding 2 pages on 1 piece of paper. Because when you read a book and you turn the page over, they're going to put a number on that page. I guarantee you they're going to put a number on that page, or a letter, or they're going to stamp each page. And in the front of the book, they tell you what all the book's about. This is the name of the book. There's 383 pages. So we know the book ends on a missing page, because the book cannot have 383 pages. I bought this book. It says 80 pages. Should I count how many pages in this book? I will tell you now, believe me or not. There's going to be 40 pages. And on each page, or of each page, or what is a page, the page contains 2 sides. The front side and the back side. But when does a page become the front and the back? For me, it's just a page. 2 pages. I gave you the page. No, you didn't. You gave me 2 pages. What do you mean? Both sides. How can you give one side of a page? So anyways, A, B, C, D. We created that scenario. We know where we were. I don't want to lose you. Let me put this down. No, I want to get back to this. So what happens is the beginning and the end. When you get back to 714, when you get back to 714, when you get back to 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 1 to 13 equals to 91, 91, 91 equals to 273 days. Or 1 to 13, 1 to 13, 1 to 13. 3 times 91. There are so many things. The number 13 will create 19. 1 times 3, 1 plus 3, 3 and 4. 3 times 4, 3 plus 4 equals 7 and 12, equaling to 19. Now, wow, I had another equation that I can match this to. 7 and 12. There's another equation somewhere. Oh my God, I just found something. 7 and 12. 21 and 10 is 73. And this is 3, 4. 3 times 4, 3 plus 4. This is 3. This is 3. This is 1. This is 7. Okay, the reason I'm getting excited about this, okay, is because this is the gateway. When I match two numbers together, okay, they're both going to create a 5. I need to find out what these mean to this match. And this is 33 mass, like in Christmas. This will create your 55 freedom to the 17 gateway, standard ABC. Because what does 17 mean? It's the Q letter. It's the reverse J letter, which is 10. 10 is standard death. That's what 10 is. Because standard is only created with 1, 2, 3, not with 4. And it took number 4 to get to J, which is the reverse of Q, which is the gateway to life, to where the J is your creation in life to the gateway. This, in French, stands out to say 10, which equals to 39, and then 7 equals to 65. The total is 104, long count, or 90, let me see, or 95, short count. This representation in Neptune, our birth house to the half-life. This saying 1. This, okay, equals to 19. That is the spirit birth. 1991. 191. 10 and then 9. 16 and 9. So this is pi. Because what happens, 10 becomes 16, 9 and 16. But this can also be remain, oh boy, it's so hard to explain. So many levels. This 10-9 is also 169, which is an equation of 13 times 13. Man to man's house. 169. 169 shows me it is Earth. Why it shows me it's Earth is because on the Monopoly board, which is a 20 by 20 board, by the way, 20 inches by 20 inches, apparently when it was made. On the Monopoly board, there is 40. But the corners are square. All the other ones are not square. Means there's more areas being used on the corners, telling me it can no longer be 40 by 40 because not every area gets a single square. The corners have to have, because it's square, it has to have a minimum of 2 by 2. So that would make 4 into the corners. So the corners would equal to 16. Now there are 9 areas in between, and it has to be a minimum of 2 high since the corners are 2 by 2, and that'll be 18. 18 by 4 is 40 and 32, 72. The total is 88. So to go around this area here, it takes 88. And you have Pegasus, 88, purple, 88. The passage freedom is 76. You're in the Venus world gateways. 8 and 8 equals to 16. 1 and 6 equals to the 7th gate. So you have 7, 8, 7. You're in Mars. 15 and 15, or you have 8, 7, 8. Regardless, you're back at the gateway again. What else? Where else can I go with this? I want to get on to something more concrete. 14 and 15. We were on this. I jumped off this. I was talking about the minion being a minimum of 10 plus 1. So the cantor is there. The God, the prayer, the priest, the one in the front. He is looking at you. The only one looking at you
is me, the priest in the front. You're all looking this way. You're 10. You're looking at one priest. There's 10 people looking at one. Let me do the countdown. 10, 9. So why would I start at 10? Because you're all here. You're all on the other side. Because I'm not on your side. I'm the one in the front looking at you. While you, 10, the minion, are looking at me. You see, after 10, it doesn't matter anymore. And we don't count the women. And the reason they don't count the women, okay, and you have to understand this, it's only because of the numbers. You see, the cycle in creation is 28. And the word man is 28. And the crossover is M and N. M-A-N, that's a crossover, the angel crossover. And since the total of the M and N equals to a total of 27, the creation of that, or the angels IR, 3 times 6 equals to 18. R, 3 plus 6 equals to 9. 9 and 18, 27, which is the 2 void to the 7, which will, that design will create number 8. So 13 and 14. 13 will create 7, 14 will create 9, 9 will be the birth to the 7th gate, and it will pass through the 1 position. But the 1 position is taken out of the game, and it becomes the E world, creation of alpha beta, where the reverse is 5 and 6. The E world, birth to the halfway house, and the reverse is 1, 2. They will create beta creation, 2 times 3, 2 plus 3, which will create the 6 and 5 that I just showed you. In between your, did I explain this at the beginning? One plus 2, 1 times 2 is 2 and 3 equals to 5. So first of all, you're missing number 4, just to start with. Okay, so number 4 is gone. If you add up 1 to 5, you will equal to number 15. So that is the letter E and the letter O. If you add up 2 times 3 equals to 6, because you already have 5, 1 through 6 equals to 21. That is the letter U. 6 equals to the letter F, and it says F in French. That is egg, number 47. 47 is the cycle in which I keep calling it the moon cycle. 5 times 7, 5 plus 7. Equals to 35, and 12 equals to number 47. The word moon is numeric value 57. In order to build the moon in numbers, okay, the number to the moon is 57. And in order to build that, it's fabricated from number 13. And I know I skipped over the, I'm going to try not to lose this. Earlier on in the video, I was talking about the basic of fabrication of everything comes in the glossary. The glossary is 1 through 20. When everything takes over and the glossary is put aside, we now open the first chapter. So what is now first in the book was first in the glossary, and that is number 1, where it becomes first. It becomes first between B and B, between B and C. It goes between B and at this point it becomes C. B is this side or that side. That's B. The lower hemisphere, the upper hemisphere. The lower hemisphere, the upper hemisphere, and in between. I'm not sure exactly what's going on in there. So that could be the letters A, E, and I. Okay, A, E, and I, which is A, E, and I, which is 15. Back to Mars and back to number 56 again, the multiplication. A, E, and I. 9 and 5, 14 plus 1. 9 and 5 is 14 plus 1. Oh my God. I'm all over the place. I got 3 subjects in my head I want to talk about, and I don't know where to go. How can you follow me? I'm getting back to number 14 first. I'm going to finish this one. You have 1, you have 11th, but the only time the ST begins is we begin over here on 21st. That is the cue. Your standard is 17. You get a 4. In this, you have 21. Remember, 4 and 3 is your now polarity. And this is also going to be the 5. We're going to be reaching the sun with this. Remember, standard is when you play blackjack, 17 becomes your standard. So we know we're going to stop on 17. So now I have 18, 19, 20, 21. That is 4. So since my standard is ABC, I stop on 3. There's only 4 in between. Now I can go ABCD between 17 and 21.
They're the same. 17 is standard. I am going to start the count. So if this is standard, that equals to 6. In fact, it equals to 1, 3, 6. That's what that equals to. Because first we had A, then we had AB, then we had ABC. 6 times 3, 18. 6 plus 3, 9, and 1 is 10. 18 and 10 is the basic cycle. 28. Add 6 more to the 0 for headquarters. So now we're going to go to 18. Oh, I don't even want to finish. Okay, now we're going to go to 18. Add 18, that would be like going to D. And then this would be E, and this would be F, and then G21 would be the gateway, starting at standard. So now we'd have 9, 4, 1, 5, 2, 6, 3, 7. The reason I'm not multiplying is because multiplication breaks everything up into 4, where the addition shows just different separations, okay, between the cubes, between the cells. Where multiplication, okay, you can see what it does. So, but when you bring addition, it's automatically 4. When you have multiplication, it can be done within 1. So now we can understand a little bit of the difference between obligations and 1 and 4, in which in both cases, we both drew 2 lines in which each line can actually create 4 directions, but you cannot go in all the directions at the same time. So even though there are 4, you can only go 1. Remember, 4 balls, take your base. 3 strikes, you're out. But it can't happen at the same time. Only one result. It's either going to be the 4 balls or the 3 strikes. And you know. And if it was 4 balls, or if it was 3 strikes, if we maxed out 3 balls and 4 strikes, if this one happens, okay, then you had 3 balls. If this one happens, then you had 2 strikes. So if you want to know the difference between 33 and 42, here you took a walk. Over here, well, you struck out. The reverse of this is going to be 44. And the reverse of this to the gateway is going to be 35. Okay, so this is our ABCD. We end up at number 37. Okay, your gateway. Now, in roulette, where'd I get 37, 3, 7? There's also, this will also be 5, 7. This one over here will be, oh boy, I don't like that one. That's 6. Blah, 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 blah. This one starts at 28. The cycle is over here, 28. F, 28. The F runs the cycle. Okay, remember in gematria, right? In gematria, it's 676. Okay, it's 676. So it's the 6 day to the 1 day to the 1 day to the 6 days, equaling to your 13, which means you had at least one gateway in between reflection, 1 week and 1 week. But only from the 3rd week or the 21st day can you reflect on all 3 weeks, but it'll only start in week number 4. You cannot find your average between 3 weeks, seeing that what was the difference in this week over here, until you finish the last week of this week to also draw the average between this week and and see how this week compared to this week and this week compared to this week. Analytical statistics. You have to know. If you're delivering a package, right, you have to know how to get there, especially when all you see is, there's no names. There's just numbers. 864256781234649999888884212. So you just say number 28. I know right away what you're talking about. You're talking about 1 ounce, 28 grams, the cycle of the moon. It takes 13 of them to make 1 year, but it takes 3 years or 39 to make 1 standard cycle, plus the next one, another 13 moons to create 52 and 1 complete cycle of the standard, just 52 cards of the standard deck of playing cards. Don't look at me, ask the moon. Maybe the moon knows. Maybe the king wants to come out and play, knowing that the queen gets number 78 as the king gets number 91, 13, and 12. The woman is Mars. The woman is Mars, also reflecting. Okay, Mars reflecting in, hold on a second. I need to do this again. I got 17 that created this. The 52, listen, this number will create this number. 52 creates 78. So Earth creates 78, which means when I add 1 through 12, or the woman, the bat mitzvah girl, 1 through 12 equals to 78. 1 times 7, 1 plus 7 is 7 and 8. 7 and 8 equals to 15. That is Mars. It is the egg. It is the love. That's when you add up. That's what happens when you start with just A and B. The other thing about this is it's created by number 52, which is Earth's heart. When it's multiplied and added, it gives you 51 and 56. Your 56 is your reverse AB creation. It's your exactly polarity AB creation. 56 and 15. 1 times 5, 1 plus 5 equals to 56. 7 times 8. 7 times 8 equals to 15. 7 plus 8 equals to 15. Equals to 56 and 15. Equals to 70. Whoop. Equals to 62 and equals to 71. So let me think. Number 52 equals to 5 times 2 equals to 10. 5 plus 2 equals to 0. 7 plus 10 equals to 17. This will then equal to 7 and 8. Where is that 7 and 8? Right over here. This equals to that, equals back to this, but creates this. This will create 30 and 11 equaling to 41 and 19. And this will create 6 and 5 equaling to 11 and 30. Oh, I just did that. This will equal to 1 times 5, 1 plus 5 equals to 6 equals to 5. So this, whoops, sorry, wow, I'm off the screen, sorry. So this will recreate this. Mr. Messer, I will look in a second at that. Sorry, I just want to complete this little piece I'm doing here. How do we get to Mars? Because it adds to 15, 1 through 5. So you have 1 through 5 equals to 15, and then 1 through 6 equals to 21. The total is 36. That is your creation, and it comes by the 1-2 reversal of this cube, which is the 5 and 6, which is the 1 times 5, 1 plus 5, and it shows it over here. In these letters and these numbers, it gives you OEUF. If I take my mouse and I go to the keyboard and I go and I punch in, let me see, translate, and I go French, so I go in OEUF, and it equals to egg. Egg. Quarante. I'm just trying to see how to spell it. 47. 47. There's, see this? 1/4. When they show 1/4, right away it tells me quarter, right? The AR are the angels of Venus. The QU, okay, that is your 17 and 21. That is your standard, okay? And this U is the re-beginning of everything. So we're going 21 counting down. And it equals to 38. I'm not going to get onto that number right now. 47 is its number. 47, the same thing as Jesus. The egg and Jesus come together. And that's only in your AB creation. Okay, now I'm going to take a, I'm going to stop here for a second. I want to take a look at what what has been written. I'm going to get a little drink for about 2 minutes over here. It's just snowballing right now. It is really, really snowballing how everything seems to be coming together. Because I know we're going to fall into the planets. I know we're going to fall deeper into the planets. Mercury is 103. Right away, I have 163. Right away, I have ABC creation, 1, 3, and 6. It doesn't matter the order. M is for 1,000. Mercury, ME, Mars, and Earth is part of that creation. Some kind of joint juncture. All the planets are set up for our survival, for our existence here. And they might not even exist to the way it is explained to us, but our minds might be too small, just like I don't understand anything about this, how you're seeing what I'm doing here. Look at me. Woo! I didn't do that. I didn't do that. Every word we speak, we are being listened to, we are being heard. And when we speak loud enough, I have to believe, because of what the games have showed me. Not only the games, it's even being produced right now by MEMS, M-E-M-E, MEMS in the stock market. The apes are coming back. Mars, Earth, MEM, Mars, Earth. The truth is coming out in the words that we were left with. We are coming into a brand new, was it the Aquarius? Was it the year 2525, which is actually, you're going to say 17, 34, 25. 17 and 17 is 34. 1 and 1 is 2. 7 and 7 is 14. 1 and 4 is 5. And 17 leads up to Mars. Earth, Mars, joined together even in numbers. Well, number 15 is 51 is Mars, 52 is Earth, 103 is Mercury. 1 and 2 come together in the E world, 55, freedom 55, which is broken up from this dice cube, 1 and 6, that creates that 55, in which is created, okay, by, where is it? Is it ABC? In ABCD, where AD, after the death, and BC, before the Christ, 55, 9/11, 55, 9/11.
1 times 4, 1 plus 4 equals to 4 equals to 5. 1 times 5, 1 plus 5 equals to 5 equals to 6. So we connect the sun. We connect the sun with the wolf. Sun wolf. I have to think about that. Go with the flow. Wolf backwards. Sun equals to 54. If we equal to 54, that's 9 by 6 equals to 54. We have 3 by 18 equals to 54, which can be now inverted to 3 by 9, and 3 by 8. And 1 times 8 is 8. So, okay, and 1 plus 8 is 9. Okay, so it has to be looked at, this equation has to be looked at this way. Since it was 1 times 8, we left 8, and we left times. Since it was 1 plus 8, it became 9, we make it plus. This will equal to 12, this will equal to 11. Number 23 comes out of this creation. Okay, I'm going for that drink. I'm coming back. I'm getting on the questions. I'm going to see if I can be a little bit more explainable, you know. And I want to explain this. Every position of this triangle is in an area square. Each area square has a position and a number, and it will tell a story. Not only that, you can understand that there are 9 numbers here. And in those 9 numbers, I have gone the deepest to each side, showing me direct and absolutes. This can change and this can move, but so will the size. Right now, it's dead center of the square. And the dead center of the square is between 5 and 6 and 6 and 5. Pi is 14 and 15. Pi is 5 and 6. Between 1/4 and 1/2 is where pi is, between 12 and 14. 13. The pi. Is that the moon? Got to get something to drink. Got to put back my egg. I'm thirsty.
I am thirsty.
I am thirsty. Okay. Ooh, it's cold in here. Okay. Let me read. Let me read. Whoa, am I way, 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 way behind? So it's 3 and it's 1, and it's 3 and it's 1, and it's 3 and it's 1, and that's 12. So it's 4. That's and I'm trying to figure out how this works out to a cord of wood. Because when it comes to a cord of wood, it works out to a cord and a half, and it's so ironic that it works out to Mars. And what's missing in this is an equation that I just spoke, is because the reverse of 12 is 15. And I'm going to have to show you, like,
4 times 3 is 12, and they use that in a ruler. In a ruler. And if you notice in the ruler, you can hang the ruler up here. You can't hang the ruler here. They want you to hang the ruler by number 12. 3, 2, 1, 9. So the ruler begins 3 plus 2 plus 1 plus 9. So you have a total of 15. Or you can go A, B, C, D, and it equals to 10. So you count 1 through 5, it equals to 15. You count 1 through 4, it equals to 10. So since 5 is the average, okay, of everything and the gateway, it's 3 times 5 and 2 times 5. Okay, forget about this. I want to read 4 beats in a measure. Who's they? Who's they? I don't remember so long ago. Back. Playing Texas Hold'em poker on my other computer and watching on this one. Okay, cool. It's been a long time since I did that. XG Tau. Hey, Tau, what Tau? 21 and 23 comes together. 21 U and W. That would be 66. So they exchanged the 20 and the 1. The TH ends up 1, 21. I'm still trying to figure out G, the gateway. You know, it's in small letters. When I see small letters, sometimes I block a little bit. The letters are together like Chicago. The birth in the creation, heaven, high equaling to 89. The letters H and I coming together is through Jupiter. And you bring on 18. So if you bring on 18, you automatically have to bring on 28. Okay, I have to see it that way. One of the reasons for that is because 17, 18, I don't know if I should do it that way. 17, 18, and 19 are very, very special. These, I don't like it's not in order. 17, let's say 18, and 19, like that. And they happen 3 times. This number happens and it goes all the way to 77 and it goes to 97. This number over here goes to 78 and 98. And this number over here goes to 79 and 99. And it happens in the 60s plus, because 60 and 10 happens over here. So when they say 60 and 10, you're actually going A, B, C, D standard. Okay. Standard, A, B, C, D is the 10 creating the 70. You can't create the 70. You see, the 60 is the polarity of the 10. 1 plus 0 equals to 1. But when you're going to create the 10, When you create the 10, you're creating your 10 through 6 and 4 10. Remember, 4 parts and 6 parts, 1.5 times. Also to note, okay, that your partnership within creating 10 is from ABCD. ABCD, 1 and 3 is 4. 1 times 3, 1 plus 3, DC creates the polarity. So your DC created polarity to 6 and 4. So what's happened? Trying to think of what's going on. What movement, what electronical movement is going on now? DC, you created a DC star system here. So where the 3 was opposite of the 4, what's the 3 doing? What's the 3 doing with 1? DC between them. It was between them. So there's a gateway, there's a passage. So there's a passage here also. So this is also, wow, this is amazing. 6 times 4 equals to 24. 6 plus 4 equals to 10 equals to 34. DC. 1 times 3, 1 plus 3 equals to 4 equals to 3. They're the same. The polarity of these dice are the same to the 7th gate. Therefore, the payouts are the same. So we did this. So this is because of the French language. The French language. Not only will they say 17 when they say 17, but they also say it when they get to the 60s. When they get to the 70s. But in order to say 70, you must say 60. So it's telling you that is standard depth to the 60 seconds, if you want to look at it that way. A, B, C, D. So this is going to be 70. I mean, I don't want to add on 66 and 16 equaling to 82 because all zeros equal to 6, but I don't want to get into that right now. So the usage of this, okay, the usage of this will turn into a 5 and a 4. 7 times 7, 49. 7 plus 7, 14. 1 and 4, 5. 9 and 4, 13. 1 and 3, 4. The sun. 77, the gateway. 18, it happens over here. So here's 77. That is the Christ. Here is 9 times 6. 9 times 7, 63. You see the birth in multiplication equals to 63 as the 7 times 7 star system standard AB equaling to 63, the 3 movements. The multiplication, 7 times 7, 49. 7 plus 7, 14. When you add them together, it creates the ABC effect. It creates the ABC and the result 5, 4 in reduction. So when you come to the multiplication, understand that a multiplication cuts a box, an area, into 4. It cuts a single box into 4. But because I have 2 numbers, I get to use 4 boxes for 2 numbers. Well, maybe 2 boxes, but I have to use 2 boxes. I don't know. Put my foot in my mouth. Okay, whatever it is, we have the same answer here, plus we have 16. 7 and 9 will come back to be the same number. Anyways, let's just say what this is. This here is the high birth of Q. And this, yes, oh my God, this is Q. We're going to get Mars over here. In Mars, we get Christ. We also get Yoelev, the student, the sun, the half-life, the birth of the 360, the 36 inside of this area here. And we spoke about this before where it comes from, but I don't remember. I'd have to look back at my papers. Inside of 18, which is the number, this is where the sun will be. This is where Mars will be. And this is where the moon will be. The moon is in 9. The sun is in 8. And Mars is in 7. So Mars is the gateway to the heaven sun in the moon birth 9. Pluto. Jupiter. 79 here. 97 here. Why don't I have 97 over here? 97. Oh, right. 97. Right. I'm looking at all the 7s. Right. Okay. Okay. When you say, when I go to, you notice number 80 is missing, right? And one of the things about 90 is in 90, it is going to include 80 because 80, okay, is created by 4 times 20 to create 80. So this is where B is created. This is the B is inside of here. Inside of the moon, inside the 90s, inside of this one over here, okay, this is where B and A will take part. Inside the 70s, only A will take part. In fact, it'll be AF. It'll be the half-life in the 70s. Because I only need to use the 10 plus the standard. That 10 is a fabrication of A, B, C, D. The standard is A, B, C. Once I include the D, the whole number reduced to 10. It became 1/6. But it's really not 1/6. What happens is the light comes in over here and numbers get joined. We join, and to the 7th gate. I'm not sure if we have the joints here of the 7th gate. Here's the members of the 7th gate. Hold on a second. It's not on this page. Wow, 15 minutes and 20 minutes in sports and day and night. Oh my God. No, this is not the 7. This one over here, I was connecting 369. This is the way 369 goes. If you want to look at it this way, it says 911, and then over here I reconnected it at the bottom. But anyways, okay, look, yes. Here's the 5 world, where the 2, 3, and the 1, 4 connect in the 5 world, create 3, 7, 5. 3, 7, and the next one will create 5. And then over here is the 4 world, 3 and 1 connect, 6, 7 connect, 9 and 4 connect. Being 7 plus 6, 13, 9 and 4 is 13. Being into the 7 world where 1 and 6 connect, 3 and 4 connect, 9 and 7 connect into the 7th worlds, 9, 11. And in the last one where 1, the world of 1, is the star system right over here, the plateau we are on in the Federation. But anyways, I'm going to look back at sorry about that. Chi Chow, very rarely, if I ever will, you find the 2 and the last, very rarely, if ever, will you find the first 2 and last 2 numbered coverings. Very interesting. Wow. But people cut them out and they write numbers on it and they save them. So every number of every page is not that page's actual number. Well, it's a single page. It's only one page. So what does it mean? What does page mean? If you're paging me, then we're 2. If there was one page between me and you and it was a rock, and you wrote on one side of the rock and I wrote on the other, it's the same rock. So if you were tapping the rock, I would receive information. Page me telephone lingo. Oh my God, you said the same thing I was. Wow, you said the same thing I was. Wow. 0 is plain on the coverings. 0 is plain on the coverings. I can't, what, 0 is plain. Well, first of all, 0 is DC. Because of the word zero, Z-E-R-O. Gold is in 0, which is 33, so there's a rotation. There's electric in 0. The 26th letter, which also stands for A, so there's a standardization. It is either at the beginning or the end. Well, holy Jesus. But if it's at the beginning or the end, it's not there at all. It's somewhere in the middle now because it's been moved. Standard has been moved. And I was showing that earlier on. I want to get back to that standard piece. Okay, it's right here. I can't lose that standard. And we have to know that the Christmas is right here. We have 2 Christmases. We need We need 3 dice.
63. And then the fourth dice will create our Pluto, which will be 84. Now,
just let me, I have to do this. So if we have a die equals 21, 2 dies times 1 times 2 is 42. Times 3 is 63. Okay, and now we're at 84. So the great grandfather is now out of the picture. We're left with the father. We're left with the great grandfather is what, when this 84 is born, the grandfather becomes the great grandfather. So the one movement, the grand, okay, becomes great. The father becomes grand. The son becomes father. And 84 is now the child. So can we match up the great grandfather and the child 105? And the father 105, 105, 105, Mars, 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 Mars. I need to look at one more piece. A, B, C, D, 2468, 2010, 26, 16, 42, A, B, C, D. And then there's mathematics. If I multiply and add this, it's going to equal to 10, 24, 34. This will equal to DC. This is Pluto. This will create the gateway in the father turning to a grandfather. Now, how many rows should I go down before this is completely mirrored? But wait a second, I want to continue to read. Coverings are like showing 4 of them. But we do know that when we show zeros, right, it's either this or it's this. To continue on and before. And when you look at the cents, right? I'm trying to figure out what it means, the 2 cents. $1.25, 1.25. Yes, that is the time, $1.25. That is the memory. That is the memory of the gateway. Can I remember that gateway? Hold on a second. Let me find that gateway. I'm going to explain this in a minute. Oh, I can't find it. I can't find it. But 1771 is 151. I'm thinking. I'm trying to. Where did we get? We got to 555. 555. How did I get to 555? Right. 77 times 75 equals 5775. This becomes 14. This becomes 12. What happens when I multiply this? It equals to 168. There's 168 hours in the week. 1 and 4, which is when added up, equals to 10. 1, 2, 3, 4 equals to 10. It is also noted to look like 1 quarter. If it looks like 1 quarter, okay, my question is can that be 1 quarter? And is that 1/2? 1/2 and 1 quarter. Because there's 4 quarters to have a quarter. This would be a strike. And this would be a spare. What would create this? What would create this is AB, and what would create this is A, B, C, D. Wow. But I don't want to talk about that because that is also double created. by the inversion of this. The inversion of this, okay, that's standard of ABC equals to 6, right, is the Roman numeral 6 times 4 equals to the 24th letter X, and 6 plus 4 equaling to the Roman numeral 10 value. So let me get away from that. Why I did this is the Christ, this is the moon. It creates the 1/4 and the 1/2. Multiplying equals to 168 hours in the week to what over here is going to be 5, 5, 5. When you multiply that, it becomes 125. And that is the missing time, and this happens to be the moon of Christ, the freedom, the sky pass. When you look at these two numbers, there's only one number that's missing, and that's number 13. And that 13 is going to tell you something about this, the word on. 13 connects the 14 and 15. And why? Because this is the 14th letter and this is the 15th. So how does this connect? This connects because it's in between these two. Since 12 is regarded to be 1/2 and 14 is regarded to be 1/4, the only thing that can be in the center is 333. And the division of 333, okay, divided by 3 is 0.333, 1.333, and 2.333. And 147 is how everything is being run on this planet. 147. 5 times 2, 5 plus 2. 17. 7 and 7 is 14. I'm just fooling around trying to look for that. 1 and 7 equals to 57, the moon. 1 and 4 equals to 57, the moon. 7 and 4 equals to 11. 1 and 1 is 2. 1 and 2 alpha beta creation of BC, splitting up the pigs. Pigs and natal pregnancy right over here. 1, no. Inside of 1, it's telling you that things were broken up into 3 because it is only 1 point of the matter. $1.25. Hold on, we're going to get to this. 3 strikes, three strike swings a miss, but the catcher does not catch the strike. Runner to first before he retrieves the throw. Not out.
Okay, let me think. That's an equation. Let me get my biscuit. I want to think about that. Are you asking me? See, I have to look down at all my messages. Okay, I'm going to keep up with that. Is there a reason? Do you know a reason for that? The catcher does not catch the strike. Hmm. You have the spirit in your hand. It's 9 innings. Sunday we go to church in case there are extra innings, creating 10 innings. It's noted, the baseball game is noted as a game, even if it's called for rain, I think into the 5th inning. Do you know what? I just want to tell everybody what I'm doing right now. I'm thinking of Mr. Messer's question about the third pitch, the swing and a miss. Is that what it has to be? Can it be a swing and a miss? Does it matter if it's a swing and a miss? Who is the catcher? What number is the catcher? Is the catcher number 9? The catcher can bat. Usually the pitcher will bat 9th, but it's the same rules. Sometimes it's a designated hitter. They're talking about Pluto. Not only Pluto, Harley Davidson. So they're talking about 2 wheels. So again, that's repeating my Venus birth through 1 and 4. 2, 1, 4. 2, 1, 4. Venus for the second planet through 1 through 4. It's the 10 birth, the minion. You need 10. Mercury and Mars. And in between, the life is on Earth, but the world is actually Venus's creation through Jupiter, in which what happens to the other worlds? Has it been reflected through Neptune? Just trying to think. So the runner ends up at first. The ball, what is the value of ball? Ball is number 26. So ball runs the cycle. So when the cycle is thrown away on the third pitch running into the standard cycle. So you couldn't complete the standard cycle. So the standard cycle stood in creation, AB. It did not go to multiplication. There was only an addition because he took first place. He was at home plate. Home, H-O, equals number 23, which is Mars and the heavens connect, which is the dividing, which, by the way, home, which is 8, the 8th and the 15th letter, which comes from number 35. The reflection of 35 is 42, which is the dividing of the 7th gate, 6 and 8. So that means if it was the dividing of the 7th gate, number 35 does not divide the 7th gate, but passes through and onto the 7th gate from the other side, meaning 1 times 2, 1 plus 2, 1 times 2, in which you do not see the result of 1 times 2 because it is the 2 carrying on with the 1 plus 2 in 3 equaling to the 5, because the multiplication will cut everything into 4. Where the addition is adding on to the 4 houses, because you can't, unless you make a dot. Now, when you go for dots and divisions, okay, you're putting that dot between 4 squares. As before, you were dividing the 4 squares. Now you're putting like a moon or something over 4 areas. The difference between dots and triangles. Triangles are 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. 3 and 1. Anyways, so they never completed the strike. Now, what does it mean, strike? Strike, when you're striking something, when you're hitting something, they missed the hit. They missed so the person went to first base. Now, there's 3 bases making that standard, and the 4th base, obviously, that's bringing you home, putting a point on the board. Okay, same with the 4 balls. So the 4 balls got you the first in order to run the full cycle. So by throwing away the 3rd ball, what did that give you? The extra pitch. And don't forget, this is on a pitch. And the pitch is it a pitch? That's why they're on the mound, so you can have a little bit of a pitch when you pitch it in. So that's angle. What is the pitch of the pitcher's mound over to home plate? And PC. 73. Wow. PC, the half-life, 1 times 6, 1 plus 6, because the first letter is 16. And we did note that when I wanted to start over here, When we started over in creation, we started at 17. 17 became our basic standard. And then once it was the basic standard, we started at 18. And that's the absolute last number in the first fabrication of the 36 numbers of creation. And 19, 18 and 19. So this would be like, this would be the fourth one. So the first one would be right here. We'd be starting right here. So imagine 1 to 9, and same A and I, the same way we began, will now be E. D and E comes together in the French language, will now tell me I am coming through the sun, number 14. D, E, F comes together as can I look at this as A? I don't want to look at this as A. If this is standard, then this is the beginning of its polarity. There's two ways to look at it. It seems like A and D seem to repeat something. You know what I'm saying? A, B, C, D is just like, how can I say it? D, once you add A, B, C, D together creates 10. 1 plus 0 equals to 1. So it's like starting over the same thing again. But there's a cycle that continues. That's not finished there. I should go further and explain it a little bit better. Maybe I would be clearer. So anyways, inside of this, you have A, B, C, D. Although this was standard, for some reason, is it standard with 6, or did my standard level move from 4 over to 17? I'm going to have to take a look at that. Why it's 17, and is 17 the new standard for 10 and not the old standard for 6? Because it wouldn't be standard anymore. It'd be standard death is what it becomes. And that is where R and U show up, runner up, into the gateway of the birth of the spirit, of the gods, and the cycle to the cube and alpha beta creation in the gateway of the Fed, the sun angels, sun creation. Okay, so why? So there were 2 strikes, and the third strike missed. The third strike failed to be caught, to be created. So they went to first, or destroyed, or recreated. You see, ABC is standard. Okay, so, but we also have to note that it's standard with strikes, and you go on to first with balls. So how does that third one being missed? It becomes a wild pitch. Wild pitch, the half-life creation. W creating 11, pitch equaling to the half-life. Spirit is 76, freedom is 76. The half-life, that's what I call it. So yet the half-life, the house of the 7th gate, because it's the house in the 7th gate, you are now rewarded first base. Wild pitch, pitch past ball. It could be a past ball. 162, now it's related to the moon. So when you missed, you get the first base. I don't know. I'm gonna skip on that, but there's a lot of things to think about. The ball past the catcher, past ball. Missed strike. It was a strike, but he got the first. First, very important. First, home plate, HP. HP. Oh my God. He was in the heavens. He was in the heavens. H8, P16, the heavens of the half-life. 8 and 6, dividing of the 7th gate. 876. 876. 876. 876. Between the 2 gates. So the ball went by between the 2 gates. Take first base. I got to explain that. Past ball. 1/6 equals to the half-life. It creates a numeric value 76. It will create a birth. It will also create 1, 2, 3, 4. 7 times 6, 2 and 4. 7 plus 6, 1 and 3. Put them all together, you have 1, 2, 3, 4. 13 and 42 is 55. You can create 55 by 14 and by number 1 and 4, by number 2 and 3. So if we have created standard 10 inside the past ball through number 16, the letter P. It was also a pitch. The B is ball for Venus. It's number 62, which is through the cycle. So they pass the cycle. And since you pass the cycle, you only usually pass the cycle on number 4, where it becomes the invert. So since you pass the cycle, you now get the free base. So what did they miss? They missed taking you. They missed you. They didn't X you. They didn't take you out. They didn't strike you out. A strike, okay, or an X is the 24th letter. And being the 24th letter, that is the gateway. So they missed the gateway. The X also being the 24th letter, the reverse is the letter C. And that is the polarity, okay, to what is D in ABCD, and it's divided by W and X. Now, to take this into Roman numerals, X is valued at 10 and talks in itself as ABCD. So right away, there is a polarity between the two. X in numbers, meaning 10, is a polarity to X in letters, to where X comes with C. And the reason for that is I know 10 because I'm totaling the 10. ABCD is inside the 10. That's how I get it. And then I ran it up to number 16. So let's not talk about that right now. So 3 strikes, you're safe, and 3 strikes, and you're out. The question is, how is it marked in their book? How do they mark it? So, yes, 3 strikes, you're safe, and 3 strikes, you're out if they missed the, what's it called? Well, that's why we're here. We only need to spring. We can open this thing. We can break this. We can break this. We can break this, my friend. We can break this. This thing can be broken. If these numbers are doing what they do, and they're so freaking perfect for me, and I'm 100%, I'm not 100% sure. I'm just quite sure that they come from a source way beyond what man has ever done. Man has never done anything like this ever before. There is no way that the number relationship. I want to know when this was created. This square relationship. Is it only in the last 40 years that has been created? And when was this created? Because it's got number 12 on it. In fact, 1 plus 2 plus 3 equals to 6. Plus 4 equals to 10. 1 plus 0 equals to 1. When was that created? And now we're going to go on just one little step further on this. Then I'm going to get back to the, Then I'm going to get back to 1, 3, 6, 10, 15, 21, 28, 36, 45, 54, 60. I'm not doing that right. Something's going wrong here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 1, 3, 6, 1, 6, 3, 1, 9, 9, 1, 3, 6. So 1, 3, 6, 1. And then the 13th one over here will be 91, and the answer will be 1. So 1, 3, 6, 1. So your standard is your 99 division between the heavens' birth, in which your standardization has been shifted over
from ABC standard and closing the formation through this over here. So this is your basic standard to the fourth gate. But I'm going to jump off of this. I want to just talk about one other thing for 2 seconds before I forget, because it's been days. And it's part of the alphabet shift, where instead of starting the alphabet, right, from instead of starting the alphabet from letter A1, I will now start the alphabet from H. But I won't start from H, sorry. I'm going to start the alphabet from A, but number 8. In the 8th position, I will put the alphabet, okay? And it even shows me that right here. There's 8 empty spaces for number 1. So when I start at number 8, okay, the alphabet will end at number 33. Sorry, did I get that right? When I start at 8, okay, the alphabet will end at number 33, right here, Z33. But when it ends at Z, okay, when it ends at Z, just trying to see LMNOP, Y, Z, S. This is, anyways, there's different ways to run the alphabet. Wow, how come I can't find it here? Where is it? My God, there's so many things going on. We'll get back to this in a minute. I want to finish with this. I started with this. Let me finish with this. So what I'm doing is 1, and then I'm adding 2, and then I'm adding 3, and then I'm adding 4, and then I'm adding 5, and then I'm adding 6, and so forth. When we get to 7, you can see 28 is the cycle of the moon, and we've repeated what 1 was. 1 is first, 2 is 3 is second, 6 is third, 66 comes together. And in the center of everything is 1 again. 1 with 3, 6 with 3, 6. So it becomes 19191. 1991. When we go to the second side, okay, we continue on because it doesn't finish there. Now we get to number 9. Inside of 8, you see we ran 2 cycles over here. Now inside of 8, we have a polarity over here, right here. These 2 numbers, 36 and 45. So we're going to go down to the 14th number over here. And this one, instead of being 105, I'm going to call it 15, if you don't mind. And then we're going to call it 6. And number 15, okay, we're going to call 30. And I'm just going to, actually, I'm just going to do 105. It's going to be easier. And this is going to be 120. I'm just going to keep it simple. And this one will equal 3. So if you noticed, I went 136, 1361. 99 comes together, 136, 163, right? Now we're going to go to, this is 3. Now we're going to go to number 16. So remember, we're going to go to number 16, which is 136, and that'll be 1. And then we're going to go to number 17, and that'll be 153, and that'll be 9. And then we'll go to 18, and that'll be 171, and that'll be 9. So you can see that between 8 and 9 is now being switched to 17 and 18. The heaven's birth of Jupiter 13 have now been switched over here. So where are our cycles now? So I have to put this on a straight board and see where our cycles come out. So we have to do this all the way to number 36. Because our 26 letters of our alphabet will shift. First, they'll start at 1, 2, 3. Then they'll start at 4, 5, 6. Then they'll start at 7, 8, 9. And then so on and so forth, right? Till they get to number 36. And then once they pass 36, we're going to keep on going until the alphabet comes around through A again, just so we can understand what its rotation is like. Okay. So this is the rotation of the 7th gate. It's 136, 613 laws of Moses. It is ABC standard. It is ABC standard, standard 13. Not sure where we were. We have the ruler effect, 12 inches. And then there's cycles. We have to understand all these cycles, how they work. It's really weird how these cycles work. And I'm getting a little tired. It's close to 3 hours. I've been at this. We did get this as number 69. And can I do this again? Can I create, let's say, where was this? Since this was a 9 this way and a 6 this way, what can I create here? A 9 this way? We'll just do that. We'll just connect that over there. Trying to just understand. This is 6 and 9, by the way. Okay, so I'm just tired. I'm tired. Oh boy, we went over a lot of things. We're back to the shifting of the alphabet. I'm just gonna not do that. Tired. Gateway numbers. I'll let you take a look at it maybe for next time. Gateway numbers. Oh, I want to do this one. Okay. I want to do this one. How to build a Star of David. Okay. How to build it. So it took 7 and 1 the gateway, got me the corners here, to 9 and 1 the spirit of man, getting me the corners here. How did I create 17? From high earth, Venus, Jupiter. How did I create 19? From the word in man, which divides the two, which splits the gematria here. Man is created through here, where the spirit runs through the gateway over here, all the way up to 6, all the way down 6, the 7th gate right over here, equals to 19. It's birth in man. What else is inside of here? Well, there's the square, and the square is number 73. And the bottom of the square is number 77. That's right, ladies and gentlemen, 77. It is 71, 73, 75, 77. 71, 73, 75, 77. If I go this way, remember, you want to see the 3-4 effect? Because I only can use 3 here, and then 3 here, and then 3 here. So I use 1, 2, 3. Then I use 1, 2, 3. Then I use 1, 2, 3. And now I've got all 9. Now what about those 3? Now I'm going to have to use them all over again. I'm going to have to use these are our basic. This is our basic. And if you take a look at it, right? And wherever you're going to find that, that's the building. So this is created by 5-3. So this is created by 5-3 and 7-5 and 7-3. So that's what that is created. And what's ironic about this is 10-10. I don't know exactly how to explain it. 12 and 8. This is the creation of running of the cycle. 2 times 6, 2 plus 6 equals to 12 equals to 8. But to create this it took number 28. So anyways, I'm tired. The 2 points are 3, 3, 3, meeting at 33, and the 2 points are meeting at 77. When they meet at 33 and 77, they say Christmas, energy, matter. Mars matter, Earth energy. Raphael 7286 in the constellation of Pegasus. Thank you for watching this video.